economy and how it is today, people are always looking for ways to save money. Changing the oil in your car is a good way to save money. The price of changing the oil in an auto shop can range from $20 to $40. Doing it yourself is less than $15 with good quality oil. Changing the oil by yourself is an easy 7-step process that saves money. The first step of doing this, there's 7 steps, is to research your car and look through your owner's manual to see how much oil is needed and what type of oil you're going to need. Another thing is the oil viscosity, which will be determined by the time of the year. So since it's about to be winter, the oil will be a little thicker, so you'll need a different type of oil for that certain time of the year. You'll need to figure out whether you're going to use synthetic oil or natural oil. You need to buy your new oil filter and find a flat surface to change your oil on. The next step is going to be to gather all your tools together before you change your oil. So the first step for the first tool is going to be your socket wrench, which you're going to use to take out the plug out of the oil pan. The second tool is the oil filter wrench, which you're going to use to take out your oil filter and put in the new oil filter with. You have your oil pan to catch the old drained oil. You have your funnel to funnel the oil into in the front of the car. You have this to slide under the car with without getting dirty. And you have this to drain your old oil into so you can take that to the dump. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the car and I'm going to show you how to remove the oil plug out of the oil pan. You take the old filter out. So I'm going to take my socket wrench, I'm going to go into the car and remove the oil plug out of the oil pan and put my oil pan down there to catch the old oil. So right here, I'm going to use my socket wrench and I'm going to turn it counterclockwise to take the oil plug off. And then the oil is going to drain into the oil pan. And then once all the oil is drained into the oil pan, you're going to take your plug and you're going to put it back in, turning the socket wrench clockwise to put it back in. So then after those 2 steps are done, I'm going to come over to the front of the car to take out my oil filter. So again, like my oil pan, I'm going to take my oil filter wrench and turn it counterclockwise to take out the old oil filter and have my oil pan here to catch the old oil. And then after that, it's all drained. You're going to take your new oil filter, which I don't have on me right now, put it back in, make sure you lubricate the rubber gasket that's on the top of the oil filter, and then turn it clockwise to insert it back in. From here, I put my tools back. I'm going to go to the front of the car, which is the 5th step of the process. You're going to open your hood, which I already have open here. This is the thing that's going to hold it up, which will be right here. I have my funnel to pour the oil into. I have 1 quart of oil. So this car needs 5, so I'm going to need 5 of these to put into the oil fill hole. So I'm going to pour it in, wait till it all funnels in, wait till it's done, take the funnel out, take the cap, put it back on, and from there is my next step. This is going to be my 6th step, which is to turn on the car and check to make sure that your oil light isn't on anymore after you put in the oil. Let the car run, let the oil warm up a little bit. So then next, I'm going to take out my dipstick, which is located right here. I'm going to take it out, completely clean it off with my rag here. I'm going to insert it back in. I'm going to wait, grab it again, check the fill line. It should be at the right fill line. And we'll wash it off again, and then insert it back into the hole. From here, I can close up my hood. The seventh step is going to be to make sure that I have all my tools cleaned up after releasing all the oil, checking in, putting the oil in. So under here I have my 2 oil pans full of oil, the old oil. I'm going to pull out from under here. Take these will be full of old oil. I have all my tools. You're going to check under the car to make sure that there's no leaks. You have everything over here. And then I'm going to pour the old oil into this disposable bin. Just going to pour everything in here and you're going to take it to the dump. So from there, that's just the easy 7-step process in a nutshell. So you can easily do this at home by yourself, in which saves a lot of money. So changing your oil yourself is a simple, cost-effective way that you can change your own oil, save money, and have a minimal amount of tools and equipment. While you can't control the price of gas, you can control the amount of money you spend to maintain your car.